This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The question might come today, whose side are you on? And it might be a difficult one to answer because both of these squads love to don their black and gold. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The question might come today, whose side are you on? And it might be a difficult one to answer because both of these squads love to don their black and gold. Welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Demon Deacons will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Ashley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Dropping back, it's Fancher. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Knights want to move quickly. Sends it back in motion. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Farmer. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The Knights have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
The run game is good. The balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Bringing the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. The question might come today, whose side are you on? And it might be a difficult one to answer because both of these squads love to don their black and gold. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The question might come today, whose side are you on? And it might be a difficult one to answer because both of these squads love to don their black and gold. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Deacons will put total weather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to pass, it's Fancher. Caught in the backfield, it's Nixon.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He lets one fly deep. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCF!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Demon Deacons need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Knights!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They'll run play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got it on the outside. Turns on the Jets. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop with the running back spot.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Motion from the wide receiver. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Dropping back, it's Fancher. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Burton. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry.
He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll start this drive firing. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The play action fake. Unleashes one. It's complete. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try to get outside. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
Wants to throw on third. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. The lead is now back down to 9.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Fancher. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Knights will hustle to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence.
There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Knights! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first down. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Fancher. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The extra point has not been simple, but this one is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the right. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the first down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
And the Demon Deacons with the 1st and 10. They just keep firing. He fires a bullet to the right. And it's caught inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Back to throw, it's Fancher. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Looking to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. He's loose. Wide open spaces. He's inside the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Knights. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They come to the line facing 35. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Wants to go up top. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ashley. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air. It's Fancher. Dumps it to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Nixon. It's a running room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks one deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Claiborne. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Moving out of the pocket. Look out, he's got room. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself.
Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Why not double the try total and go for two? Trying play action. Might be looking to run. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Give to the back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Fancher. Fires left. Got his man. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking downfield. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Defense in press coverage. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Motion from the wideout. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Quickly out to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the spot.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the tight end. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a first and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for first and goal.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wake Forest. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball game.
They'll line up to go for two. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To throw, it's Fancher. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Nixon. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. And the Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Makes the grab on the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Going to sling it on second down. They're working that left side, and they'll knock him down. The Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Third down play from the gun. Under fire. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Wants to throw. It's Fancher. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this deep.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Carney. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Claiborne. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They want to throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it fly on the move. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
To the air on second down. Dances away. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Touchdown, right! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Fancher. With the catch, it's Farmer. At the 45 on his way. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for a gap, it's Nixon.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Wants to go up top. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
Man, that stings. Your offense has a chance to salt the game away, run the clock out. You're trying to make a play. You decide to throw the football, which we can talk about that decision later on down the road, but you throw the INT. Now you better hope your defense bails you out.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
Picks up the 1st down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to the ground. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Got it in the middle. It's Fox. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Finds his tight end. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.